Terence Crawford has landed back in Riyadh, where he'll be discussing something with Turki Alalshikh about his next upcoming fight. We already have news coming down that Cantface has options of a lot of fights, and we don't know which opponent next. But we know that Turki Alalshikh just said with Terence Crawford that after receiving his fight-worn gloves versus Canelo, that they will discuss what will happen next. But they have a huge surprise for Omaha and for the fans in his next upcoming situation. And he said he'll wait a month or two and let Terence Crawford rest. And after he rests, he will give the fans news of what's next for his career. And it's a lot of things that can happen, but a lot of people have some ideas already of options he can take next. But Turki Alalshikh calls it as a surprise. So anything can happen. It can be a fight in his hometown. It can be a big-time opponent that will catch people off guard. It could be anything that could happen in the next upcoming months. But I think Turki Alalshikh will be able to use Terence Crawford abilities and his situation right now to his full capacity. I think he will put him in a situation where the fans will be ecstatic of the next move. People are very interested in if he's going to be fighting next, if he'll retire. But it looks like he will not be retiring from boxing at this moment right now. Looks like they're meeting up for a huge situation. And he says he'll let him rest for a month or two. So what they're talking about has to be something where Terence Crawford has to use his physicality in, because for him to say he needs to rest a month or two before they go into details about what's next, the only thing that could happen next is a fight. Anything outside of that, he wouldn't have to rest for a month or two. So it sounds like this fight will be next. But you'll see a clip floating around of Turki Alalshikh and Terence Crawford exchanging gloves, and him saying that he has a surprise in a month or two for the city of Omaha and everyone who's a fan of Terence Crawford. But I think this is a huge move for him to be right back in the mix. And he's meeting with Turki Alalshikh again 2 weeks after the fight, 2.5 weeks. I think that shows he's going to really stay involved with boxing for a while, because Terence Crawford was noted as saying if he beats Canelo Alvarez, he'll retire. There's nothing else to do after that. And he always gets motivated by something else. He's competitive. That's why he was able to go up and fight Canelo Alvarez in 168. It's in his nature. He's very competitive, one of the most competitive fighters of all time. And now, with him already discussing something with Turki Alalshikh 2 weeks after the fight, usually guys don't do that, but the respect level that guys have for Turki Alalshikh, they'll definitely involve themselves in whatever events he has next and upcoming. A lot of fighters have been like that. Even guys who's taking losses, they still respect the way he goes about things. So we'll see. Everything's on the table right now, but with Terence Crawford meeting with Turki Alalshikh, it's good for boxing. It keeps things going and keeps the news flowing too. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.